Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. The double-edged sword of kindness, a cornerstone of human connection, is often lauded as a virtue. It warms hearts, strengthens bonds, and fosters a sense of community. However, unchecked kindness can leave us vulnerable to manipulation and emotional exhaustion. It's crucial to understand that while kindness is essential, it shouldn't come at the expense of our own well-being. We must learn to wield this powerful tool with wisdom and discernment. Unbridled kindness, offered without boundaries, can pave the way for others to take advantage of our good nature. This can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, and ultimately, burnout. True kindness encompasses both giving and receiving, respecting ourselves as much as we respect others. When kindness becomes a one-way street, it loses its potency and can become a source of pain. Learning to recognize the signs of unbalanced kindness is the first step towards reclaiming our power and fostering healthier relationships. It's about understanding that saying no doesn't diminish our kindness, it strengthens our integrity. The pitfalls of unchecked kindness. Unchecked kindness often manifests as people-pleasing, a desperate attempt to gain approval and avoid conflict. Constantly prioritizing others' needs above our own leads to a gradual erosion of our sense of self. This pattern of people-pleasing creates a fertile ground for manipulation. When we consistently prioritize others' happiness over our own, we send a message that our needs are secondary. This makes us easy targets for those who are inclined to exploit others' kindness. The lack of boundaries is another significant pitfall of unchecked kindness. When we don't clearly define our limits, we allow others to cross them repeatedly. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish, it's about protecting our emotional and mental health. It's about recognizing that we have a right to say no and to prioritize our own well-being. Boundaries are not walls that shut people out, they are fences that protect our inner garden, allowing us to cultivate a healthy and thriving sense of self. Guilt and manipulation. Exploitation of kindness often involves tactics like guilt tripping and emotional blackmail. Manipulators are skilled at preying on empathetic individuals, using their kindness against them. They might exaggerate their own needs or misfortunes to evoke feelings of guilt, making the kind person feel obligated to help, even at their own expense. This can create a vicious cycle where the kind person feels increasingly trapped and resentful. Emotional blackmail is another common tactic used by manipulators. They might threaten to withdraw their affection or support if their demands aren't met. This can be particularly effective against individuals who crave connection and validation. These manipulative tactics can have a devastating impact on the victim's self-esteem and mental health. It's crucial to recognize these patterns of manipulation and to understand that it's not our responsibility to fix other people's problems. Breaking free from these manipulative relationships requires courage and self-awareness. It's about reclaiming our power and refusing to be manipulated. The importance of boundaries. Setting boundaries is a crucial act of self-care and a cornerstone of healthy relationships. Boundaries define our limits and communicate what we are and are not willing to tolerate. They protect us from being overwhelmed, taken advantage of, and emotionally drained. Without clear boundaries, we risk losing ourselves in the needs of others. Boundaries are not about being selfish or uncaring. They are about respecting ourselves and our needs as much as we respect the needs of others. They allow us to give freely and generously without depleting our own emotional resources. Establishing boundaries can be challenging, especially for those who are accustomed to putting others first. It requires us to be assertive and to communicate our needs clearly and directly. By setting boundaries, we create a space for healthy and balanced relationships. This creates a foundation for genuine connection and mutual support, where kindness can flourish without fear of exploitation. Recognizing when your kindness is being exploited requires self-awareness and a willingness to examine your relationships honestly. One telltale sign is feeling consistently drained or resentful after interacting with someone. If you find yourself constantly giving more than you receive, it's a red flag that your kindness may be being taken advantage of. Manipulators often use guilt tripping and emotional blackmail to exploit others' kindness. If you feel pressured to say yes when you really want to say no, it's important to step back and assess the situation. Pay attention to how you feel around certain people. These are signs that the relationship may be unbalanced and that your kindness is not being reciprocated or respected. Balancing kindness and self-protection involves setting healthy boundaries and learning to say no without guilt. It's about recognizing that it's okay to prioritize our own needs and that saying no doesn't make us bad people. Learning to say no can be challenging, especially for those who are accustomed to people-pleasing. Start small by saying no to minor requests that don't feel right. Practice using assertive language such as, "I'm not able to do that right now," or "that doesn't work for me." The more you practice, the easier it will become. Make time for self-care activities that nourish your soul and replenish your energy. When you prioritize your own well-being, you are better equipped to give to others from a place of fullness. Remember that setting boundaries is not a one-time fix. It's an ongoing process. This will help you maintain a healthy balance between kindness and self-protection. The power of no lies in its ability to protect our time, energy, and emotional resources. Saying no allows us to set boundaries and prioritize our own well-being. It allows us to choose how we spend our time and energy, rather than being dictated by the demands of others. It's a declaration of self-respect and a powerful tool for preventing burnout. Saying no can be uncomfortable, especially at first. We may fear disappointing others or damaging relationships. However, it's important to remember that saying no is not selfish, it's an act of self-preservation. When we say no, we create space for the things that truly matter to us. We free ourselves from the burden of constantly trying to please others and allow ourselves to live more authentically. The power of no is about being selective with our time and energy so that we can give our best to the people and activities that truly matter to us. Building healthier, more balanced relationships requires open communication, mutual respect, and a willingness to set boundaries. It's about creating a space where both individuals feel safe to express their needs and desires without fear of judgment or reprisal. Honest communication is the bedrock of healthy relationships. It's about being able to express our thoughts and feelings openly and respectfully, even when they are difficult. Mutual respect is essential for creating a sense of safety and trust in a relationship. It's about valuing our partner's opinions, feelings, and boundaries, even if they differ from our own. Setting boundaries is crucial for maintaining a healthy balance in any relationship. It's about communicating our limits and what we are and are not willing to tolerate. It's about respecting our own needs as much as we respect the needs of our partner. Cultivating self-respect involves recognizing our own worth and treating ourselves with kindness and compassion. It's about prioritizing our own needs and setting boundaries that protect our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Self-respect is not about being selfish or arrogant. It's about acknowledging our own value and treating ourselves with the same care and consideration that we would extend to a loved one. When we cultivate self-respect, we become more resilient and less susceptible to manipulation. We are better able to set boundaries and say no without guilt. We are more likely to attract healthy and balanced relationships where our kindness is reciprocated and appreciated. Cultivating self-respect is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It involves recognizing our strengths and celebrating our accomplishments, even the small ones. Embrace kindness with intention, directing your compassion towards yourself and others with awareness and discernment. Recognize that true kindness is not about blindly giving to everyone, but about choosing where to direct your energy and resources wisely. Intentional kindness involves being mindful of your own limits and recognizing when you need to step back and recharge. It's about saying no to requests that drain your energy or compromise your well-being. By embracing kindness with intention, you can avoid the pitfalls of unchecked compassion and protect yourself from manipulation and burnout. You can cultivate a deeper sense of self-respect and build healthier, more balanced relationships. Remember that kindness is a gift both to yourself and to others. Embrace your kindness, protect your heart, and let your compassion shine brightly. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for joining me today on this journey.